If you look at what's been going on in the world of entertainment and devices over the last 2 years, you've had an explosion of devices of different form factors, right? Smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, and those are great media consumption devices on which you can watch movies and TV shows. And so as a result, the industry, the entertainment industry, has kind of embraced those new formats and essentially are looking for ways to distribute content on those. And so as a consumer, those movies and TV shows come to you in the form of apps, right? So you've got apps coming from iTunes, Netflix, Amazon, so those are like internet essentially services, or in the industry they are called over-the-top because they're not tied to the cable industry. You've got the cable industry themselves who've launched applications, like Xfinity, Time Warner Cable. You have the cable networks like HBO and Turner who also are launching their own apps. And finally, the broadcasters like ABC and Fox that are also launching their own app. So as a result, if I'm a consumer, I have all those fantastic apps on my, on my iPad, on my phone, on my TV. But if I want to watch a TV show or a movie, where do I go? Where do I start? All those apps have, specific content. I have to sort of find the right application to find the TV show I'm looking for. There's this concept in Hollywood called licensing windows, which means that movies and TV shows are going to move from one app to the other. That's the pain point that we're addressing, because we think that consumers are going to demand, in fact they are today, a simple solution that is kind of as simple as the good old linear television, where I would just turn my TV on and flip through channels, and it was kind of an easy way to go from one channel to another. So Fanhattan essentially is a service that ties together all of those different services and helps consumers sort of make sense as to where to find the content, number one, and also once they find something they like, sort of fully engage with that content. When you think about discovery, you really have you've got search, which is, I know what I'm looking for, I need to find it really quickly. So here in the application, if you want to find, let's say, the latest episode of Modern Family, you'll be very easy to find it by browsing shows, and then that episode, it'll list you the different options for you to watch it. So maybe it's ad supported on the ABC player, maybe that particular episode is within the Hulu Plus subscription service, maybe it's on Netflix, maybe it's on iTunes, and it'll organize all those choices for you as a consumer. So once you find the service you like, you just press play, and we deep link, we integrate with the ABC player or iTunes or Netflix, so that you're basically handed over to that application right when the content starts to play. So it's a very we think, elegant solution for consumers. And also it's a great way for us to drive traffic to those different applications. And so we're an affiliate to many of those services, essentially, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, Fandango for movie tickets. And so we make money when they make money, essentially. So search is kind of one use case, right? But the other one you want to think about when you're a consumer is, okay, I'm not sure exactly what to watch. Maybe I want to be inspired, right? And so we spend a lot of time, focusing on helping users be inspired. And there are really three ways we think about that. One is algorithmic, essentially giving you algorithms like what's hot, what's new, in order to tell you what's kind of happening across the different services, and then show you those movies and TV shows. The second way to be inspired is social, right? And so here the application connects with Facebook and imports from Facebook all of your what your friends have been liking on Facebook when it comes to movies and TV shows, and pull all that information into Fanhattan, so that you can very seamlessly see what your friends are kind of recommending and literally hit play from within the app. And that's the second way we think about discovery. And the third way is really editorial or curated. You have to think about the TV as being one screen, the tablets, and then the phones, right? So we initially launched on a tablet, and the tablet is both a discovery and a consumption device. With long-form content, it's, you can watch HD movies on iPads, and for sure many people are doing this across the different services, whether it's iTunes or Netflix or others. Phones tend to be more used for either discovery on the go, and in fact that's also why we integrate with movie tickets. So if you want to discover something you may want to watch in theaters, it's also great for TV shows. And we spend a lot of time talking to our partners, trying to understand how consumers were using their service, right, on phones versus tablets. And it turns out that catching up on a 20-minute or 40-minute TV episode is something that people do on their phone. For sure, movies is less so of a use case on the phones. And then the TV experience, here you could have the discovery on a tablet, on a phone, and watching on the TV. Ultimately, we think that this is definitely an interesting use case, and there's a lot of discussion around the second screen experience. But ultimately, if you really want to create a mainstream experience, you have to create the discovery and the playback on the TV itself, which is something we're focused on.